Welcome everybody to another great episode of the Alford Sports Talk Show. I'm Alan, and today we have an outstanding guest for you. We have Mark Zubizarreta of Friendly Baseball joining us here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. That's right, Mark is going to tell us about his outstanding league, Friendly Baseball, and a lot more. And plus, Mark is also a big supporter of Nokona ball gloves. If you recall, we interviewed the executive vice president, Rob Storey, right at the factory here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. If you haven't saw that video, make sure you watch that one after this one. So thank you, Mark, for being our special guest here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. But before we get started, let's go ahead and thank our wonderful sponsor. I want to thank Chef G's Florida Barbecue Sauce. So delicious and addicting, you may need a support group. Make sure you don't forget to visit my great friend Chef G's right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida at 301 South 22nd Street, Tampa, Florida. And if you can't come to Tampa, that's okay. Feel free to visit Chef G's right here at FLBBQSauce.com. Again, it's FLBBQSauce.com. Don't forget that great sauce. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring Mark on. Let's go. This is Alan from the Alford Sports Talk Show. I'm joined here with Mark Zubizarreta, right?
Yep.
Known as Zuby, and we're going to talk about his new league, baseball, and a lot more here on the Alford Sports Talk Show. And we're going to talk about the gloves too that you see here as well. So we'll start right there. How did your baseball journey begin?
Oh, we just a bunch of friends wanted to get together, play some ball, and we decided to meet up at the ball field, just kind of made a post about it on Facebook, and we had enough people to play a ball game. And we just met up, started playing ball, and kind of had a lot of fun. And we said, let's keep this going. Let's invite more people. And the spirit was everyone can show up, everyone can play, and that's what it still is today.
Yeah, and that's awesome that you continue that passion of playing baseball, and now you have your own league. Talk about that.
Yeah, so this is called Friendly Baseball, and it was created about in 2012, and it is in Fort Worth, Texas. So we use a local field. It's a high school field nowadays, because we used to use city field, but now we kind of moved to high school field. It benefits the high school students, benefits their program, and gets a nice scoreboard, gets nice lighting. It's a really good environment for everyone. Safe, good field, and everyone can come out and play ball, all skill levels. So it's really nice to have everyone come out and just enjoy it.
That's awesome that you went ahead and started the league, and Anna Kimbrell is a part of it, somebody who I interviewed here on the Alford Sports Talk Show.
Yeah.
Talk about Anna and her contribution.
Yeah, Anna was a real amazing person to have come on. It's such a woman of her stature is really powerful to bring to the league. She inspires others to play ball. Maybe folks who don't even think about playing baseball, whenever they see someone like that, it's a real breakthrough for others, and it kind of promotes people of opportunity. And that's what we want to be. We want to be the opportunity. She's the inspiration, and whenever you can have that come together, it's a beautiful thing. She came out, ran a clinic, taught some people how to catch, taught some people the fundamentals, throwing, catching, all that stuff. It was really great of her. And she played ball with us. She jumped in on a Monday night where it was schoolyard pick teams. She played with both teams. Got traded halfway through. So only the best get traded. So, so she got to play with both, have a lot of fun with that. Very talented, and just really great to be around. So,
yeah, she's a great baseball player too. And talk about that a little bit, about the fact that there are some great women talent that sometimes they get overlooked. Girl talent too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like there is a place for women in baseball, and there is a place for women in a lot of sports, honestly. And I firmly believe that by giving folks the ability to try something, we will all see incredible people come through in every walk of life. And just being able to help support that. And if it's someone that just feels a little better mentally, they come out, they play baseball, they have 2 hours of just playing ball, not even think about life. That's the best thing we can give them. So, and that's what we're happy to do.
Yeah, and one of the cool things you did was you played on the Field of Dreams. Talk about that experience.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We did that. I brought out a team, some Friendly Baseball folks came out. They came out to Field of Dreams in Iowa, Dyersville, Iowa. Very, very nice spot. Just really iconic. If you're a baseball fan, you've really been out there, it's on your baseball bucket list for lots of folks to come on out and enjoy that. We got a lot of folks out there hitting balls into the cornrows. You're out there, you're on the historic movie site, you're in a tournament, right? And we had folks out there who were in their 50s, 60s-year-old playing with us. We had folks in the 20s, you know, and teenagers playing. It was a great mix. It was just people playing ball, and that's really what it comes down to. Nice historic place. I definitely recommend going out to see it. You know, it's that little spot in Iowa, and if you're trying to check off Iowa on your list, that's got to be one of the points to go to. Absolutely.
Yeah. So how would somebody get involved to do that if they wanted to go ahead and play on the Field of Dreams?
Oh yeah, so there's an organization called Play the Plate, and Green runs it, Scott Green, and he basically has a group that rents out the field, and folks can go online and pay their way to, as a team or an individual. And I just kind of put together a bunch of folks, said, hey, is anyone interested in going out with me? And next thing we know, we have a lot of Fort Worth folks just say, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. So we all brought out our Fort Worth jerseys, and we even had some folks that were honorary Fort Worthians for the day. And, folks from Cleveland and stuff, we got them Fort Worth jerseys, and they played with us, and they played hard. We had folks from Canada to come down and join us in that same tournament. Never met them before. And boy, they were fantastic having them. We're still friends with them all throughout area. It's really great, and it's something worth it, absolutely, to go put yourself and just travel, play ball, meet new folks, and kind of just do what you want to do. Love it.
And your league is all donation based too.
Yeah, yes. So friendly baseball, that's the best thing about it, is it's donation ran. If you can't afford anything, you don't have to pay. You can just come on out and play ball. And, you know, and folks come out and we ask, you know, if you can't afford it, you know, just $5 a day. It helps us keep going. If you want to make a donation, you know, and anything more than that, really grateful for that. Like I said, it goes directly to the high school. And once it goes to the high school, we have anything extra, we go buy baseballs. Baseballs are expensive. So, and folks are always giving away souvenirs, but mostly by foul balls. And after that, we kind of, you know, we go get new baseballs. We kind of get a merch bucket. We kind of get, you know, equipment, you know, catcher's glove or a duster, you know, umpire thing, and just little things that you kind of need to kind of keep the organization going. And that's really what the donations go to. Some people have given us buckets of balls, and that helps out a lot. And really, like, it just comes down to, if you have a good time, you want to keep it seen, come on out, really. And even if you can't donate, just you coming out means the world, and having a good time. And that's pretty much been the spirit. Yeah. Folks are inspired. I've had folks come out and say, hey, I had a really rough time financially, mentally, going through some stuff. I can't really afford anything right now, but I want to be there. Is that okay? Yeah, it's absolutely okay. I'd rather you come out and play ball and have that peace, have friends, have, you know, fresh air for a little while in a safe, competitive environment, rather than being in a worse mental state or being in a bad financial spot where you're just stressed and everything, you're making bad decisions. And now you're in a good environment, and that's really what it is. Just come on out, you know. And so, folks, if you're traveling from far away or whatever, coming through Fort Worth, please stop in for a Monday night. It's free.
Yeah. I know you're enjoying this wonderful content just as much as we are, but let me tell you something really cool. Mark is located there in Lake Worth, Texas. I'm located here in Tampa, Florida. Guess what? My great friend, Curt McCrae from CTC Me Mortgage can help you in both locations. That's right. Whether you live in beautiful Florida or Texas, Curt McCrae can help. That's right. He can help you get a new home, refinance your home, help you with an apartment, and much more. Anything property related, Curt McCrae can help. That's right. Feel free to visit Curt McCrae at ctcmemortgage.com. Again, at ctcmemortgage.com, or you can call or text them right at 346-527-7564. Again, it's 346-527-7564. Without further ado, let's continue on with this outstanding content. Thank you, CTC Me Mortgage. Let's go.
And it's Fort Worth, Texas. And tell them what's the park that you play at.
Yeah. So we play at Northside High, and that is in Fort Worth, Texas, kind of by the stockyards. We do that, and it's a good group of folks. It really is.
It's really astonishing that you put this together, to put your time where people have time to play and just be themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. It's volunteer ran. So we have these guys who are admins. They aren't paid, but they really put a lot of, sweat into it. Is there sweat in Texas? I'll tell you that. Especially in June through August. It's pretty hot out there. But the admins are out there, man. They're making sure people feel welcome. Sometimes we have 20 people show up. Sometimes we have 40 people show up on a given Monday. Because there's no commitment, folks can show up at any time they want. And the admins make sure that they feel welcome. They get scanned in. They get a QR code. After they get all that done, they're schoolyard pick teams. You know the rules. You're playing ball. And really can only just thank the admins for making that happen each and every single week, keeping it sane.
Yeah, that's awesome. And talk about this. One of your big donors is Nokona Baseball. I got a chance to interview Rob Storey from Nokona Baseball, and talk about Nokona's contribution and donation to the league.
Yeah. So Nokona is one of our very first sponsors, and they've been one of the best. Really have. Very thankful for them. Rob is he's just the backbone of our organization for us. He kind of made it like, hey, this is something great and I want to help support this. And it just kind of kept rolling. This year, Rob donated a glove to us. We were able to raffle it off. And through the raffle, folks were able to help pay for the field rentals for multiple weeks. And then someone went home with a brand new, gorgeous made in Texas Nokona. Very just grateful for that. And Rob, we've gone up to the Nokona factory in Nokona, Texas. I highly recommend it. I tell folks, I say, look, if you want to see ball gloves made in Texas, it's a special place. It smells fantastic. Boy, does it really smell good. And, it's like the best cologne there is, and the good leather. And, so we would go up to the tour, we see it firsthand. And I tell people, I say, look, whenever you're buying a baseball glove, I say, purchase something that supports your group. Rob's out here supporting, making sure we can play. And even if you can't come out to friendly baseball and you're looking for a glove in your area, definitely consider Nokona. They're out here supporting people we can play. Your dollars go to Texans. There's local Texas. You'll see sweet old ladies just sitting there sewing the gloves. They're caring about it's hand-sewn gloves. They want to make sure it stays good and good quality, good condition. You can always send them any issues. They want to work with you. They want your business. And that really means a lot to us to partner with such a good company. And when that good company gives it right back to us, lets us play ball, lets you guys have a good glove. Yeah. It's really just a great partnership.
That's awesome. That is truly awesome. With Nokona, definitely is an opportunity for people to go ahead and support Nokona.
Yeah.
Get a glove made in America. And also, what do you think about people who want to invest in Nokona? How long would you say that their glove would last if they take good care of it?
Oh yeah, they can really last a while. I've got folks who say, hey, this is my childhood glove from high school. And they just continuously bring it out from the I personally have gloves from Nokona from the 50s and 60s. Just kind of collector pieces, they sit on the shelf, But some folks, they still use their 70s and 80s. I personally still have mine from high school right here, and that was 2011 that I got that. So you're looking at a over 10-year glove. So as you can see, you could probably get out there and play catch with that right now, no problem. They hold up. You're making an investment for a long period of time with the Nokona glove, and the Nokona company, they got repair services. They want to keep it going. Just keep it well maintained. Don't throw it in the bag and smash it. It's a nice investment, and it'll stick with you.
Yeah, it was amazing that I got a chance to go to Nokona and meet Rob Storey, executive vice president, and see their factory. And the last one I was here in Texas, in fact. And for me to be holding a glove that's 11 years old, it looks like it's in great shape. We were supposed to play catch today, but it rained. It was a little bit stormy. So we decided to do the interview inside and talk about the coffee shop we're at.
Oh yeah, so this is Roots Coffee Shop here in North Richland Hills, and it's a nice little cute little spot. Thankful for them for letting us do this in this location. Really just nice facility here, nice coffee, and always good safe spot to do it.
Yeah, and also a good place to read books too. Also, this glove here, another cool thing is, it's engraved. So you guys can see that too. So definitely check it out. Zuby is what he goes for by short.
Hey, in order for this interview to happen, I had to travel from Tampa, Florida, all the way to Lake Worth, Texas. But guess what is the magic word there? Travel. If you need any travel needs, PushPin Adventures can help you. Whether it's domestic, international, private island, desert, you name it, they can help. Cruise ship, and much more. Feel free to visit pushpinadventures.com. Again, that's pushpinadventures.com. Or you can just let Monique know that you heard about us through the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. Give her a call directly, 626-838-8255. 626-838-1006. Again, that number is 626-838-1006. Let Monique know that you heard about us here on the Allen Alford Sports Talk Show. She's going to take wonderful care of you. So without further ado, let's continue on with this outstanding content. Thank you so much, PushPin Adventures, for being an outstanding sponsor. Let's go.
How often do you play now?
So I play multiple times a week. I play on Mondays with Friendly Baseball, which is open play. Everyone's welcome to come out and do that. And then Wednesdays, we have a thing called league play. Now, there were some players that kind of said, hey, I don't want to show up and there'd be 40 people, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want there to be 20 on each team. I want there to be just 9 and 9. And they're running into leagues where they were having issues about talent or this and that. So we created a thing called Friendly Baseball League. Now, this is a premium experience on a premium field. Fresh pearls of baseballs, and it comes out to be just $12 a game. They prepay for a season. It's a 4-game commitment, and you're going to face live pitching, but there's no one on the bench. There's only 9 players on each team. So as soon as you get off the mound, you got to go find another position to play. Everyone plays ball. And it's schoolyard pick teams. You're gonna play on a new team each week, and folks really appreciate that. You can kind of have that welcoming environment. If you didn't make a team, but you want to play in a league, there you go. If you're looking for extra reps, you can come play in our league. It's just a really great way to play live ball. So we host that Friendly Baseball. That's Friendly Baseball League, and that's on Wednesdays. I'm on a board for the Fort Worth Men's Senior Baseball League. That's a national thing, and we have a chapter right here in Fort Worth. I'm on the board for that, run the rosters and all that kind of stuff with John Begley's president. And that's a really great organization. It's up to 8 teams kind of all throughout the area of Fort Worth. I play in that league. Not well. I'm thankful I got a leadership position to kind of like keep me around the game, and sometimes go in there and chunk some balls in there and, play a good defense and definitely glove first. But, it's fun time out there. The talent is just really incredible. Like, you'll see guys out there from college and stuff, pro players, the guys who sign contracts, they'll come out and play in the league. And so the talent's really up there on Friday nights, and it's real competitive. Just really great. I play on a travel team, which we just kind of mentioned in Field of Dreams, Iowa. I put together a Sandlot team called the Fort Worth Panthers. And we basically we do this thing called Host and Travel, where we host the team at Northside, and then we travel to you. So like this year we got lined up and we're gonna go to San Antonio. And we're hosting that team next week, the Los Moños, and we're gonna do Austin again. Beautiful ball field out there at the Long Time. It's a historic field and really is really cool field. Just how he built that. Jack's a very good architect, very nice guy. Thankful to play there. Lot of rich history right there. Really rich. If you look up on YouTube, really cool. So we kind of do that. We travel around. And it's a lot of baseball, but
it's a lot of baseball. But I feel like it's a lot of fun though.
It is.
You're having the time of your life.
Yeah.
And talk about your wife, her supporting you and your dream, and also the fact that you play a lot.
Yeah. I tell her, I think it's every week where I go, I got another game. And she goes, another game? Okay. And always really supportive of it. She's got a real eye for it. She had a background in photography and film stuff. Really smart person stuff. Not my realm. Very talented, and she takes photos and videos, and it really makes memories, and it makes it possible. So if you go on Friendly Baseball's Facebook page or X or our Discord, you'll see the photos. And Rachel always takes those photos. Very thankful for that.
I wanted to ask you, with baseball, what is the age group that the league takes or will not take, I guess?
Yeah. So with Friendly Baseball, pretty much as long as they're responsible and respectful. So we have had father-sons play out there, and there's a gentleman by the name of Ethan Bryan. He hosts this thing called Play Catch, where he travels around. He tries to play catch with everybody, just strangers, anybody willing to do it, each day of the year, 365-day challenge. And he kind of made me aware that the U.S. leads fatherlessness, and that there's a real issue with folks playing catch with their father, or just being around their father. And so whenever we see a father say, hey, my child, or mother even says, hey, my child is 8, 10, wants to play ball, and you see that drive in them, I never want to be that one that turns them away. I just say, all right, take the field with them. Have a special moment. And Friendly Baseball, the way we do the positioning, first one out there gets the position. Next inning, go try something else. Yeah. So we're rotating around, we got left-handed shortstops. We have dads that will see like a fly ball will come out and he'll like touch his son and be like, hey, get that. And the kid will run out for it and grab it, and then you'll give it to dad, and dad will throw it back in. You know, and that's really what friendly baseball is all about. You know, just having a good time, and then the kid's going to get his swings in. You know, it's your own team pitches to you. So if you come out, I'm going to give you a changeup middle, and you know you're going to deposit it over the field, right? You're going to put it over the wall, home run the bases. We're going to put on the home run song for you. Now, if you give me a changeup middle, I'm going to yank it so hard into the dirt right at the third baseman. I'm going to pull my hamstring trying to run it out. But that's just, you know, it's a really good time, and everyone's welcome. We have folks who are in their 60s. We have folks, you know, I would say the bell curve probably peaks around the 20 and 30 year olds, kind of falls off around the high school, 40, 50, and then just kind of simmers down. But the reality is you have some real dedicated folks who are 60, 50 years old, and folks who are in high school and say, hey, I didn't make my team. I'm in middle school, I need some reps. I'm just looking for friends. You know, I want to come out. That's what friendly baseball is all about. We're not worried about your age. We're just worried about you just having good character, good spirits. We have gloves for you to use, thanks to Rob. We have bats. A gentleman by the name of Chris Webster came out, you know, and you know he donated a bunch of bats, wooden bats, and we got a whole bag of bats. Shake the bats, pick one you want, you know, and go out there and have a great time. So it's really just all about having a really good time. We allow 4 outfielders. That's kind of a quirk about friendly baseball. Since it's your own team pitching to you, we got to even it out a little bit. So there's 4 outfielders. There's a defensive pitcher. So if the ball comes back, the defensive, you know, your own team's going to get out of the way. Let the defensive pitcher handle it, throw it around, and it's a 7-run rule per inning. There's no stealing, so you're just going to move naturally. You'll see games that are 20 plus runs a game. Sometimes it's a 13-7 game, you know, but there is offense. If you like offense, you like playing ball, you come on out, you can watch, you'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds awesome. And all the gloves are supplied by Nokona?
Okay, so my personal ones, I try and have a focus on Nokona ball gloves. Okay. You know, if I'm going to make a purchase, I'm going to try and support the guys who invest in our community. It's just the best way to go about it. You know, I don't want to turn my back on folks who are right here in Texas. They like our group. They want to see us keep playing. Well, I want to see them stay in business. That's the way I see that. So, you know, that was my high school glove. That was like a custom glove that I built with Nokona later on. There you go. And that one's, it's got a nice little gold finger. Whenever you're pitching, you can kind of show off the gold middle finger right there. And, you know, it's kind of nice just to kind of mix up some stuff a little bit. And we have spare gloves. Yeah. Folks on X, they follow us and they say, hey, I have a glove that I can't use anymore for whatever reason, or my son, you know, had an incident, can't play anymore. Can I send you their glove? And we're extremely thankful for that. We will take in the gloves that can't be used anymore, and we put them on the table. So when people check in, say, hey, this is my friend, he's in town, you know, whatever it is. Great, grab one of these gloves. So you'll see your old glove, your son's glove, whatever it is, transition back to being used every single week. And that's something we could do. There's a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Linetti. He's out there in Minneapolis, owns a shop, D&J Glove Repair. Father's son's shop. He's a master glove repairman, fantastic. We've sent him gloves to get relay, screw done. He helps support us, and it keeps the gloves going from like, they were okay condition, but it's strong leather. Send it to him, boom, we have a beautiful glove from the 60s, 70s, 80s, leather, fresh laces, nicely cleaned, nicely waxed, and good conditioning on it. It's back in play, and people are using it every single week. So it's just that community of gloves. So you might be using a Nokona, you might be using someone's old high school glove that means a lot. I let you pick. It's right there in front of you. Grab whatever works best for you. And we'd love to have you out. That's the big thing.
Yeah, big shout out to Nokona and to people who donate. That's fantastic that they help contribute and talk about the Texas Rangers.
Oh yeah, so I'm a big Rangers fan personally. I worked for the Texas Rangers for a while. I was one of the guys walking up and down the aisle, cold beer, hot dog. I think the joke about me is that I was like a really dedicated vendor for a few years. Just hardcore. I gotta get these sales. I gotta get this. It's hot. People need water bottles and everything. And then I started to transition into making friends at the Rangers Stadium. I made friends with Shirley, the cookie lady, and Arnun, and just other folks out there. at the ballpark, season ticket holders or just fans. And I think I spent more time talking to them than I did actually selling stuff. And I definitely watched a lot more baseball. Really, that's where the passion began, watching the ball games and then having someone tap you on the shoulder and go, "Hey man, can I get a hot dog?" And I'm like, yeah. So you know, my sales, but my friendship went up. So you know, there's a chart there, and it was my time to move on from that job. They were kind of like, "Yep, okay, man, you did work. Not good work, but you did work." You know, but you know, during the World Series of 2011, you know, definitely good work there. Sold a lot. You know, 2012, 2013 sold a lot, and then they just started making really good friends, lifetime friends. Still talk to them on Facebook. Still reach out to them, and those are some of my favorite friends. You know, Rangers itself, very, very popular team right now, and it's crazy because like, if you told people you were a Rangers fan recently, I remember I'd be like, I got messages, "Wow, you guys just signed Corey Seager. You signed Semien. What are you doing? Why are you signing them?" And now we know why, right? You know, we got a giant ring that says why we signed them, and you know, some people say, "Oh, the financial commitments or whatever it is," but the banners fly forever. So it's going to be up in the rafter, you know, championship there. It's really nice to have your first. Bring some legitimacy to the franchise, as opposed to just saying, my saying was, we're the franchise of pain. One strike away twice, didn't get it done, but really having an ownership that constantly tries to compete, signs free agents, they reward the best players with contracts. It's nice to see that. It really is. When players put in the effort, like Marcus Semien's work effort, I mean, he doesn't miss a game. He's a true inspiration. If you have a group of youth kids and you're saying, who do I want my kids to play after? It's going to be Marcus Semien. It's going to be the guy who's there every single day in, day out. Good attitude, plays well, plays hard, he's practicing. That's something great to see. And it's really refreshing to have him with the Rangers.
Yeah.
Someone you can just go out, you know, and you could buy a $15 ticket right now and go see him live right here in Ranger Stadium. So it's a special time to be a Rangers fan.
It is, and they just celebrated another World Series championship. So they're doing big things there.
Yeah,
and that
absolutely.
stadium is nice.
Oh yeah.
I got a chance to see it for the first time last time I was here in Dallas and Arlington, and it's a really nice stadium. Talk about working there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was a really cool time to work there. I would say I worked at the old one, so it was more so just surviving the sun. Whenever you get to there and it says 107 at first pitch, you're like, oh boy. You walk up and down like 2 or 3 of those aisles and you're looking for the water. You're like, you're putting the ice from your bucket on yourself and it's just vaporizing. So it was really brutal. And whenever they announced the new ballpark, they said, hey, we're going to be putting a roof on it. I said, yes, this is absolutely needed. And, you know, I mean, I remember when the Rangers would give us tickets at the old ballpark for free, we would have it in the outfield, and you were just baking in the seat.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, obviously, April to May, beautiful time of year, no problem. When you hit June to August, it's a very real struggle. You know, at 100-degree games, 107 degrees, but having that roof. It's comfortable. I want to say it's 72 degrees, 74 degrees inside all the time. It's
nice.
Low 70s, very nice. Roof's on, AC's on. My initial season tickets actually in the new ballpark were right below the AC unit, so that was really cold. But really a lot of nice quirks. If you go to the new ballpark, I highly suggest meeting Chuck Morgan. Yeah. Great guy. He'll do the introduction, the lineup for the Texas Rangers. He's the voice of the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
Kind of says it's baseball time in Texas. Probably butchered that. But you can meet him before the game and after the game. If you go by his office on the main concourse, the 100s, he's right there, glass thing, you'll see all the bobbleheads, all the memorabilia, and you can get in line to meet Chuck Morgan. And very nice gentleman, real pillar of the Texas Rangers community and the ballpark. And I think there's not a trip to the ballpark complete without seeing Chuck Morgan. That's probably the real hidden gem.
I gotta make sure I go check him out. Yeah. See, there's some other great pointers, and another great thing about that new ballpark is they have all these nice statues too.
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan.
Yep.
They have Pudge.
Yeah, Pudge.
Who is some of your best, you know, Major League Baseball players that you've to this day say, you know what, that person's legit?
I think there's obviously your legendary players, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you have your real solid players like your Corey Seager, right? He's going to have a statue at the Ranger Stadium that that game tying home run. Adolis Garcia's making a name for himself also with all of his heroics and ALCS domination. So you'll see statues with them. I guarantee you, or we're going to see some statues with them or something going on soon. But my personal ones are the guys who really went out of their way to directly impact me in some way, and it just really stands with you. Terry Francona, manager, a very, very good leader right there. Cleveland for a long time, Boston, good manager. Ron Washington, another one. He's back with the Angels, so it's good to see him. As players, Justin Masterson, Cleveland also. Tony Barnett. I had the fortunate ability to meet him. Met Josh Hamilton a few times, Derek Holland, those kind of folks. Whenever you interact with them one-on-one, it helps humanize the game. And you realize these are individuals just like you and me. They put on their pants, probably one leg at a time, just like you and I do. They go to the grocery store, they go shopping, they're real human beings. And it really impresses me on the game of how difficult baseball is. And it's a game of failure, and you're looking at the most resilient people when they fail 7 out of 10 times, and they're considered elite. Wow. Now, I know in my line of work, if I fail 7 out of 10 times, I'm going to go look for another job, kind of thing. My boss is like, you got to get out of here. And I'm not going to Cooperstown. Like, there's not going to be a plaque of me on the wall. So to have that mental resilience, to have that, I got to keep training, it's something that is really powerful. And you really, can start to look up to these gentlemen. And, like Anna, Anna Kimbrell must have had way more than 7 out of 10 failures, because she was already born with people against her. She hadn't met these folks, she hasn't talked to these folks, she hasn't done anything, and there's people preconceived against her. So she really has a lot of hurdles to overcome. Probably for her situation, it's more like 3 out of 20 to be successful. You not only have to change the minds, but you have to give them the opportunity. And that is something that I like to try and, have friendly baseball for. Yeah. Break down that barrier. Now, if you're a woman looking at it, if you're a player looking at it, in, Tampa Bay Rays, they had a knuckleballer, female knuckleballer, right? She came in through batting practice and everything. Right. Great to see. So if you're a female watching this, you say, hey, I want to try that too. Come on out to friendly baseball. Try it out. That barrier is gone. Make it 3 out of 10. Don't make it 3 out of 20. Play where you're already having the opportunity.
That's right. And they can find you on Facebook, the place?
Yep, Facebook. We got Facebook. Mm-hmm. It's called X now. Was called Twitter. I don't know. It's a lot going on over there. But it's called Friendly Baseball. And we do have a Discord. So Discord's the young and happening thing. And, I am the guy on social media who's like, there we go, there's a post, okay. But either way, we're really thankful for all of our friends, all of our supporters. Opportunities like this really means a lot. Yeah. And it's a good community, really is.
It is. Thank you so much for doing this, and can't thank you enough. Thank you for everything, Zuby. That's fantastic. Nokona baseball team, friendly baseball.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate this. This is great.
That's awesome. Good.